100. Hey darts fans, it's Timo Newman here. Hey, welcome to this channel with me, the transporter, Undarted Waters. It's going to be a pretty short video today just because I've had a long shift, and I'm just going to give you the meat of this story. Which segment should you be aiming for? In yesterday's video I talked about how to measure this thing called segment accuracy. I gave you a few different ways to measure it. The best one being, if you remember, 3 darts at each segment. Start on the 1, 3 darts at 2, 3 darts at 3. On the 20th visit, 3 darts at 20. We don't care about doubles or trebles or anything like that. If your dart goes in the segment, you get a point. And so do that, see how many points you get out of 60. If it's perfect, you get 60. I think even a professional will struggle to get 60 points. But whatever the number is you get, divide it by 60, times it by 100, and that will be a percentage your segment accuracy. Do it a few times over different days when you're really warmed up. Get that number. Now, what I promised you is using mathematics and a computer program, and I can show you all of that stuff if you're interested, but most of you will not be interested. You've got to trust me, I'm a scientist. Well, actually, whenever anyone says trust me, I'm a scientist, run a mile, because they're just talking out of their backside. So you don't have to trust me because I'm a scientist. Trust me because I'm prepared to show you all of the details totally for free. And I can do that. It will be boring videos, but I can do those. Anyway, the fact is, if you do the maths, you get these results. And I've got these results for you here, folks, darts fans. So, I hope you can see this okay. Here are the results. If your segment accuracy is between 67% and 100%, you should, unsurprisingly, because the pros are up here, you should be aiming for the 20 segment to get power scoring, to get the highest scoring you can get. However, if your segment accuracy is less than 67%, so if you don't get at least 2 darts out of 3 in the segment you're aiming for, do not aim for 20s, because you are scoring less than you could. The reason being, you're getting too many 1s and 5s. There's too much spray. Go for 19s. Okay, you got to go for the 19s. If your segment accuracy is just above a half up to 2/3, between 51%, 67%, mathematically go for 19s. That's the segment where you will get your highest scoring. So when you're playing 501, doesn't matter if your friends are sniggering at you because you're not going for 20s, go for 19s. That's the big reveal in a minute. If you're a beginner and your segment accuracy is terrible, don't, whatever you do, aim for 20s. That's the worst thing you could do. Pretty much, actually, the worst thing you could do mathematically is aim for 17s, funnily enough, because you're going to hit a lot of 2s and 3s. Okay, don't aim for 20s because you're just going to hit a lot of 1s and 5s. What you should do, if you are a beginner and your segment accuracy is less than 1/5, aim for 1. Just aim for 1. You're not going to hit it much, but what you are going to hit a lot of course, are 18s and 20s. You're going to score big. So if you're a beginner and you want to embarrass players that have played for a year or two, at least for the scoring part of 501, you're going to be terrible on your doubles, but don't worry, at least get down to a double faster than your competitors. You need to be aiming for the 1 segment. That is the best segment. Now look, if your segment accuracy is around 50% or even slightly under maybe, you need to aim for a certain segment, and it's the big reveal. Is it 18 maybe? Following a pattern, maybe 18 is a good segment. No, it's not 18. Is it the 14 maybe? Because that's a nice safe area. If you aim for 14s, it's not a bad score and you've got friendly neighbors. Is it 14? No. What is this segment? Let me write it down. Very exciting, the big reveal. Mathematically, for the first time on Undarted Waters, you get to see if your segment accuracy is around a half or a little bit less, you should be aiming for 7. Why 7? Look at what wonderful neighbours it's got, and 7 is not bad in itself. It's a bit under half of a 20, but look at the great neighbours you've got there. So you're going to mop up if you aim for 7. So if you're not a beginner but you're not that accurate, you're better than 1 in 5 darts at the segment, but you're not quite up to 50%. Aim for 7, you'll do very well. Okay, if you're someone who maybe is having a bad night and you're not being very accurate, switch from 19s to 7s. Okay, 7 is where it's at if you're around 50% segment accuracy. Right, so that's the big reveal. Okay, I hope you got that. And I know it looks a bit counterintuitive, perhaps, some of this, but this is mathematically what you need to be doing based on your segment accuracy. Okay, now there's much more to this, because if I go into details, I can explain there's some assumptions built in here. And some people will be scratching their heads saying, well, hang on, what about this and what about that? For sure, there are assumptions built into here and you can add complications. But I'm a physicist. We like to do the simple thing first and then add complications step by step. So with the simplest assumptions, these are the answers. Maybe in the next video or two, I can go through how you get this. It's not that difficult. I can show you how you get this, but you do have to write a computer program to get the final answers, okay? Right, let's put that to one side, and just traditionally for this set of videos, I've said it now 3 times, there's a horrible sting in the tail in this story. For folks who are around 50%, I'm telling you where you need to aim to get the most you can possibly get. Like if you're aiming for 20s and your segment accuracy is around here, you're going to be scoring a lot less than you could if you were aiming for 19s and 7s. But there's a sting in the tail. It's horrible. And I will reveal that to you in the next video, okay? Probably be in a couple of days because I've got more shifts coming up, but it's going to be very, very sad. And I think the only answer to it really is it's so bad that you've just got to get your segment accuracy up to over 67% and start to get in this region where the pain is less. There's a lot of pain here, and you'll see what I mean in the next video or two. But thanks so much everyone for supporting this channel. If you like it, if you think it's useful, please subscribe. Please maybe pass it on to your pals as well. Much appreciated. We get 3 darts every time we go to that oche. Be calm, be strong, be confident. It's a mental game. It's not a physical game. It's a mental game, which is why I love it as a scientist. Those 3 darts. Be confident. Who dares wins. See you next time, folks.